The right headboard can add just a touch of elegance or fun to any bedroom, and you can do it yourself. Our lifestyle expert Lindee is going to show us how.
Right.
Great to see you.
It is easy to do. Thank you.
I'm glad it's easy because it looks hard.
No, it is easy, and I've learned over the years how to be very thrifty and I like nice things, but my husband doesn't always approve of me spending money on nice things, so I've learned how to dress things up.
Okay.
And headboards are one of the easiest ways to dress up a bedroom. I mean, you can get mattresses inexpensively, like at Sam's Club now, set them on a bed frame, and then make your own headboard, and it saves you lots of money.
Okay, so let's run down some of your basic supplies you need first.
Yeah, the blonde wood plywood I've learned is the best. I mean, there's different types of plywood to use, but this one always stays very smooth, and it's very straight, because a lot of the other plywoods will move or have chemicals in them.
Okay.
Foam or mattress pad, and I have started using, and I'll show you what I use, a mattress pad that you can get for like $11 versus buying foam, which is much more expensive. An upholstery stapler, which you can get Joann's, and then a fabric, or even, and I have some pleather here today that I'm going to show you can use. Yes.
Can I use a leftover for pants?
I was going to say, you can make a dress or pants or a headboard, whatever.
All right.
And then scissors, spray adhesive, and then there's lots of extras you can add to it. These are just the basics.
And let's take a look at some of the different patterns that you can use. And so we have a lot of different choices.
Yes.
And
I have a square. You can just make it a plain solid, very close to like the red cliff there. And Lowe's will cut it for you. Like I measure things, and they'll cut the right size. I do not have amazing tools, but my neighbor does, and so I just knock on his door, and he cuts them out for me all the time.
Well, there you go. You just need a good neighbor.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's take a look at some of these pictures. We're just going to kind of go through these and see what you've done, and that looks like what we have here.
That's the one I have here today, and that's with Waverly fabric, and that's a fabric covered board. This was a little red, just a plain square. I drilled some holes in it and pulled some buttons through, and I made twin beds out of that.
Very cute.
So that one was very inexpensive. And then this is a pleather headboard, which is also just a square, and I used nail head around it. I used some leather buttons, and it like transformed this room. And it saved me so much money, because everything in this room I just did. I've like upcycled furniture. I painted red, made the headboard. I even made the art of scraps left over from the headboard.
Right. And our last picture is a daytime viewer.
Yes, this is
it's beautiful.
Yeah, a daytime viewer, and then she and I worked on some upcycling projects in her house. And she's pregnant and helped me make this big headboard. That's how easy it is. With her big belly and everything, she was able to.
All right. Okay, so let's see some of the steps.
Well, we'll go over this headboard. We'll pull that up in a second. But like I said, you basically use the plywood. And we'll pretend like this is like the size for a doll, maybe.
Okay.
This is the blonde wood plywood. See, it's very smooth, and you can reuse it for art projects if you like it, if you'd like to. And then I cut the, so you'd measure your bed frame and cut the wood to fit your bed frame. Okay. So you use your measuring tape for that. And then you'd cut your foam out. Use a heavy duty spray adhesive like this one here. And you spray it.
I thought you were going to spray that.
I'm not going to spray you.
I need my safety goggles.
Yes. And then you would add your foam on top. And if you want it really fluffy, just add extra layers, because it really is, it's less expensive to buy this mattress foam than it is to buy the foam at a craft store.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
And you know, all of my supplies always come from Joann Fabric and craft stores. That's my favorite place to go. So, and if you're using fabric, sometimes it's nice to have this little, it's like a little cotton.
So you won't get the funky pattern.
Right, and it keeps it nice and smooth. But we're using this pleather, so we don't need that. And you layer whatever fabric first. You pull it really tight, flip it over, okay? And then we would take the upholstery stapler, and it may not work here with all this stuff, and you staple it down all the way around, okay? We're not gonna do all this today, but super easy. Then you mount it, and even easier, I'll show you, like we have this nail head on this headboard that we've already made. So I'm gonna pull that up. And the finished product is, obviously
beautiful,
very nice. And you can make this yourself. And this nail head, I mean, used to be you'd have to buy this stuff and just nail it one at a time. You got that.
Oh my goodness.
But now, like at Joann's, you can buy it in a strip like this. And so you basically kind of, sorry, I should have unrolled this before we got started here, but you just hold it down, and then you just, it has little individual nails, like every fourth one or so, and then you just hammer it down. And I love using this because I really think it finishes it off so nicely.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful.
And then with this fabric, I use this very like fancy feminine fabric with that nail head. I love the shapes.
Okay, this is gorgeous, and you're going to have the instructions on your website.
All the instructions are on my website now, with lots of different, like how to do the buttons and different shapes you can add, different fabrics. And
great. And that's the lindeetree.com, and also find her on Facebook.
Right.
Lindee, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, we'll be right back.
Thanks for watching Daytime Blue Ridge. Be sure to like us on Facebook, facebook.com/Daytime Blue Ridge.